Hello, teacher.
Hello, how are you guys?
Fine. Thanks for asking. And you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Oh, what
Okay,
is this place in your background?
Brussels.
Brussels. Oh,
Yes, yes. Um Unfortunately, they have just declared a new lockdown in Belgium. Okay,
oh,
a total lockdown.
total. Oh my gosh. The
Yes,
situation is critical there.
extremely critical. They have been getting an average of 20 new thousand cases of COVID-19 per day.
Wow. It's
Wow.
a
If you
lot
take
because Belgium is a little country.
Belgium is smaller than the city of São Paulo. The population
Yes.
of the entire country is less than São Paulo.
Yes.
So you can see it's a lot of cases. I was talking to my brother before class, and everything closed down again. Schools, restaurants, bars, stores, everything.
This is sad.
Yes, really, really bad. Okay. The only thing I can say, I'm glad I'm back to Italy. Okay.
Yes.
Yes, a few weeks
You are
ago.
in your house.
Exactly. Okay. So uh, here it's okay. They are talking about, but so far nothing. Okay.
Okay.
Well, okay. Anyway, I'm glad to see that you all here. Gislaine is here. Regina is here. How are you,
Hi,
girls?
teacher.
Are you all right?
I'm fine too.
Good. Regina, are you listening to me, babe?
Yes, I listen.
Ah, okay. Pedro, are you okay?
Do you listen me, teacher?
Yes, yes, I can
Okay.
listen to you.
How
All
are
right.
you?
I'm good. I'm good. Yes. Okay. As long as I stay home, I will always be good. Okay.
Working all day long.
You
And
stay in our company, teacher.
uh,
Yeah.
would you like? I can't imagine anything better than that.
Oh, yes.
It would only be better if the cameras were open. Then it would be Christmas time for me. Okay. But I can't complain. Okay. As I was talking to my brother, I usually spend 12, 16, 18 hours inside of my room because I sleep. I give about 10 classes a day. I sleep about 6 hours a day. So we're talking about 16 hours. The other 4 hours, I just go to the kitchen, bake, eat
Bake,
something,
eat bread.
eat pizza, bread, focaccia, okay? And then I come back and I give more classes, okay?
Yeah.
So,
Germany, Germany,
ah,
Germany, and French,
France,
France, lockdown now.
really?
Yes, France until December.
Oh my God. Germany too?
Germany, I don't know, but it's there are lockdown there.
No.
Yes, there are some restrictions in
Yes,
German.
Yeah.
but France,
Yes, France
the school is
closed again.
no, no,
No? Ah,
no.
in Belgium, they close everything
Yeah.
stores, schools, restaurant, bars.
Oh gosh,
Yes. So it's serious, really
uh,
serious.
they're really.
Yes. Here in Italy, we are surviving. Let's see. Okay. But if people are not careful in Brazil, okay, it's summertime, but people there, I think, are kind of crazy. Okay.
Yeah, here the hospital is
Full.
full.
Mm, this is the
It's full.
problem. Yes. I just heard today that one of my best friends down in Brazil, who is well, he was my cardiologist, but he was also my friend. And he's not young. I think he's in his 60, mid 60s, close to 70. He is in São Paulo in critical situation with COVID-19. Okay.
Oh,
Yes, I just heard this a few minutes before the class. So that's pretty bad. Anyway,
Teacher, how can I say hospital de campanha?
uh honestly, I've never heard. Okay. Like
Really?
a temp hospital, temporary.
Tempe de
Yeah.
temporary. Okay.
Yes, yes. Okay. But I
Okay.
can try to discover because it doesn't exist here. This is only used in during the war, understand?
Yes.
Then they build up some hospitals, but they are not permanent, okay?
Okay.
That's why maybe a temp hospital, a temporary hospital, that could be at least somebody would understand you, okay?
Okay.
And but I heard they had closed the hospital, the temp hospitals in São Paulo. Have they reopened?
No,
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 no.
it's closed. The occupation in hospitals is less than 40%.
Ah, okay. So they closed the temp ones.
Yes.
I see. Well, anyway, where did we stop? Yeah, you see, I just found here a temp or a field
Good.
hospital or temp.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, but this is something people would need to understand exactly what you're talking about. Okay, because it's not a common expression. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Where did we stop? Did we finish the lesson or my
No,
assistant?
we are in page 11. And
Ah,
you asked to remember you to talk about not only
thank you. Thank you. Yes, here, this part here.
would you share your screen, teacher, please?
I think I can. Yes.
Oh, thank you. You are
Yes.
very kind.
Yeah, sometimes, okay? Don't expect me to be that kind all the time, all right?
Okay, but it is which weeks?
It's what?
It is which weeks? Semana das Bruxas.
Ah, the witch's week. Okay.
Which is week?
Okay. So maybe I'll be kind then.
Yes.
So what I want you to pay attention here. Oh, we have a typical, so far, no problem. Second conditional, okay? Which requires if plus subject plus verb in the simple past. This we have studied many times. And then we have the main sentence. Subject plus typically would, but I can also use could. I can also use might plus verb in the base form. This is a typical condition. If you remember, the name is present contrary to fact, okay? Present contrary to fact, because it talks about two actions that are not real. Not real in the present or future. Okay?
Okay.
So we have here, if you grew, that means you don't grow, but if you grew a tomato in your backyard, I'm not going to write everything, okay? Backyard, school, or local community garden, you would not only save a trip. Here's wrong, Roberto. Backyard. Not save a trip to the grocery store, but I needed to use, remember, the same construction. You would save that tomato. Remember, this we talked about when we studied the connectors, okay? So we need the same construction on both sides. You would save, and here I would not only save. So I have a negative, affirmative. So far, perfect. This is the normal construction. But if you look up, this is not the way it is there. Oh, if you grew a tomato in your backyard, school, or local community garden, not only would you save a trip to the grocery store, you would also save that tomato long trip and the planet a lot of resources. Okay? So what happened in the top here? I'm going to put it in red. You decided to invert the position and place these in front. So what happens when you decide to start a sentence with a negative word? You need to invert the position between the verb and the subject. It's not a question, but it's necessary. So if you grew a tomato in your backyard, not only, I put it in front to emphasize the negative. Then I have to place the verb in front. Not only would you save a trip to ta ta ta, but ta ta ta. You see, this entire thing came here, so I need to use would in front. This
But
as
both sentences are correct.
yes, absolutely correct. The
Okay.
idea of using a negative at the beginning is to emphasize the negativeness of the sentence. For example, there is a girl that works with me, and my wife hates her. I about let's say 35 years ago had a little affair with her, and my wife is very, everything here is not true, okay? It's bullshit, BS. It's just an example. uh, First, I don't have an office. I don't work with any girl or work alone. So it's just an example. There is a girl that works with me, and my wife hates her because about 35 years ago, I had a little affair. Okay. I had a little affair with her, and my wife is very jealous. So she doesn't even want me to talk to her. Well, one day, somebody tells my wife, a big mouth tells my wife that saw me talking to this Raimunda. Let's call her Raimunda, okay? And my wife got very upset. So when I got home, she started, "Don't you know that I don't like Raimunda?" "Yes, baby, I do." "Yeah, but Fulana told me they saw you talking to her behind the company." "No, that's not true." "Yes, she told me that you were there talking to her, very close to her." No, that's not true. That's a lie." But she told me that it wasn't you." "No, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. I promise, it wasn't me." But she starts insisting, and then I say, "Listen, baby, listen. Never do I talk to Raimunda at the office." You see, I decided to use never here, which is a negative word, to make sure that my wife understands that it's never is never. Never do I talk to Raimunda at the office. If I say, I never talk to Raimunda. It's the same. But you see, I'm not emphasizing that it never happens. Understand? But once I start with the sentence with never, that is a negative word, I need to place the auxiliary verb in front. Now, in this case, the verb is in the present. What is the auxiliary verb of the present? Do. That's why I put do here. And you see, it's not a question. It's just a negative sentence. Okay? That's why I told you this is a bit complex, but you need to remember every time you see a negative at the beginning, you will need to put the auxiliary verb in front. All right?
Okay.
Is it clear or not clear?
Clear.
Okay. Remember, this is just an example, okay?
Okay. You don't know Raimunda.
I don't either, okay? I like a pretty face better than a, you know what, okay? All right. So did we finish reading these or no?
No.
Can I delete this part or you're taking notes?
No.
Can you do?
Can I delete?
Yes, you can.
Okay. So where did we stop then, Erica? Where
In
did
page
we?
11, another
Yeah.
benefit of growing. Yes, in this.
Yes, can you read this part for me, please?
Okay.
Today,
Another
Monica is not here, no camera is open, so it's just a
Okay.
random choice, okay?
In a moment, please, teacher. Have a problem with my. Another benefit of growing your own food is that oh my gosh, is
What,
that
can't you
your
see?
food is fresher. It can take weeks for produce to get from the farm to your supermarket. By growing your own food, those weeks become just days, hours, or even seconds. Now that's fresh.
Yes, and the problem is not only takes longer. The problem is that they need always to, in a certain way, insert some chemicals inside of the vegetable or inside of the fruit in order to preserve it longer. I can give you one example because I know very well about it. I grew up in the state of Washington in the United States, okay? Washington is the biggest apple producer, I think, in the world. So when you go to the supermarket and you see those beautiful, big red apples or green apples, you can probably look for the box or the sticker and you will discover that it is from Washington State. It's not from Argentina. In Argentina, they are smaller. The big ones, the big green ones, and the big red ones. Okay. Just like the one in the Sleeping Beauty, you know, A Bela Adormecida, the one that the witch gave her. Yes, those beautiful apples are from Washington. And then one day I was visiting an apple farm and I spoke to the guy and he was telling me that they exported apples to all over the world, including Brazil. And I told him, wow, but doesn't it take a long time for these to get down to Brazil? He said, about a week. Okay, we can produce it here in a week. It's going to be there. And then I said, wow, but in a week, won't they overripe or won't they spoil? He said, not really, you know. We just inject inside of the apples a product that will preserve the apples for like 2 or 3 weeks. So when you get an apple, you have two sides. You have the upper side where you have that little thing where they cut the apple, and you have the bottom where you have the let's say the butt of the apple. Right there, it's difficult to see, but they put an injection there and they insert in each apple a certain preservative, a certain uh, chemical product that will preserve the apples fresh longer.
Wow.
But I'll tell you something. I tried the apples there, and of course, I tried the apples in Brazil. It's completely different. When you bite an apple there on the farm, fresh, you bite it, the juice of the apple comes out of your mouth. This never happened in Brazil. They are dry. Okay? Even if you say, teacher, but my apples are very juicy, they are not as juicy as the fresh ones. Understand? Many times I would buy the apple and I needed to clean my chin because it was wet from the juice of the apple. Can you believe? It's completely different. Okay? So
Okay.
when you buy things that are produced in your area locally, it's much better. You not only support the community, but you can eat fresh, really fresh food. Okay? Understand this?
Yes.
Good. Pedro, can you read the part about community, please?
Yes, yes. When you buy food that is grown locally, you are also supporting your own community. The money you spend goes toward your neighbors' jobs and business and keeps your community strong and unique.
Okay, it's
Unique.
businesses in the plural, businesses. Okay? Okay, Pedro? Pedro?
He is mute.
I know, but Pedro, are you listening to me? One business, two businesses. Okay? Yeah, I think he went to the toilet. Okay. Any question about this part or no?
No.
No.
Okay. Gislaine, can you read this next part, please?
Yes. Healthy eating, healthy planet. Although human activities alter the planet,
Alter.
alter the planet, there are many things we can to do limit your or impact. The impact of growing and raising our food on the planet is high, but by eating locally, in season, and even growing our own food, we can make the planet a better place while eating great food.
Okay. Observe that we never have to after can, could, may, should, any ready. We can't to do. It's not we can't to do. It doesn't exist to after can. It doesn't exist to after any modal. Can, could, may, might, should, must. Okay? We can do to limit. Okay?
Okay.
And here you said raising our food on the planet is height. There is no T. It's high.
Okay.
Height is another word. Oh. Oops, not like this, Roberto. Height. This is height.
Okay.
Height is
Hi.
altura. Okay?
Okay. Mhm.
What's your height? What's your weight? Okay? Any question about this part?
No.
No.
Okay. So let's see if you remember the passage. Let's do the comprehension. Regina, can you ask question number 1 to anyone you want? Just pick a person and ask question number 1. Read and ask.
Okay. Why are humans unlike other animals? A, because we only eat in season and local food. B, because we do not use the earth research as much as other animals, because we can use the earth research in
Resources.
resources in a ways other animals cannot, because we do not have to grow our own food.
We do not. Okay.
We do not.
Yes, you said we don't not. We do
Oh my
not
God.
have.
Because you do not have. Sorry, teacher.
No problem.
Uh,
No problem.
Erica, please.
I think it's letter C, because we can use the Earth's
Sources.
resources in ways other animals cannot.
Yeah, we say source, resource. Source, resource.
Resource. Okay.
I agree.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, Regina, do you agree too or no?
Yes, I agree.
And thank you for not emphasizing the answer like yesterday, okay?
Yes.
Oh, teacher.
Ah, Gislaine, yesterday they were terrible in the other class, okay? I was going to interrupt the class and stop the class, okay? No, they were reading like this. Oh, why are humans unlike other animals? A, because we not only eat in season local food. And then in the correct, they will say, because we can use the earth resources in ways other animals cannot. And
Only
then
to help our classmates.
and then they would say, any idea? It was a joke, okay?
That's a joke, teacher. Only
Yeah,
yesterday. Only
yeah, okay,
yesterday.
Yeah.
yeah, okay. I accept because it's
Oh,
Halloween week. Trick or treat,
yeah.
okay?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, Erica, ask question number 2 to whoever you want, please.
Okay. The author tries to persuade the reader of what? A. Eating locally and in season is good for the planet. B. Eating locally and in season is dangerous for the planet. C. Humans are the most researchful animal.
Erica is the same word.
Resource,
Resourceful,
resourceful,
resourceful. Animal.
resourceful animal on Earth. D. Humans should mimic killer whales and only eat fish. Just like.
um, this funny mimic killer.
Yes,
Yes.
and only eat fish. Okay.
But I think he is letter A.
I
I
Eating
agree.
agree.
locally.
Yes, everybody agrees?
Yes.
Okay, Gislaine, can you read and ask anyone you want question number 3, please?
Okay. We are able to eat many foods year-round thanks to modern farming techniques. What evidence supports this conclusion? Letter A. When produce is grown during its natural off-season, it may not taste the same. Letter B. If we eat with our food's natural seasons, we are eating in sync with nature.
Nature.
Nature. Letter C. Most fruits and vegetables
Vegetables.
don't grow year round and have their own natural season. Letter D. Many fruits and vegetables can
Vegetables.
vegetables can be made to grow during their natural off season. Regina can answer, please.
Oh my gosh. Please help me.
She didn't emphasize any answer, huh?
Oh my God. Wait, many. One
Oh, you need,
minute.
oh yeah, take your time. You need to find one that supports this, okay?
Can I ask for
The
maybe
university students.
Universities.
yeah. I
I think it's
think
letter
B.
B.
Yeah, yes, I agree with you, Harika.
You are a big liar, Regina. I agree with you. You didn't have any opinion, okay? Liar.
No lawyer, liar,
Yeah, and no lawyer, liar.
liar.
Okay, Regina, can you read number 4 and ask anybody, please? I think Pedro is back.
Ah, I ask Pedro, please read the following sentence. Grapes are a summer fruit so during the winter. Many North American supermarkets buy them from farmers in Chile, which is more than 4,000 miles away. Based on this evidence, what conclusion can be made about grapes that are bought in the winter? Letter A. American supermarket owners must travel to Chile to buy the grapes in the winter. Letter B. The grapes bought in the winter must be shipped from Chile to America. Letter C. The grapes bought in the winter are less expensive than the grapes bought in the summer. Letter D. The grapes bought in the winter taste better,
Taste better.
taste better than the grapes bought in the summer. What's the what's the correct, Pedro?
Uh, I think it's letter A.
Letter A.
Teachers, shipped
I
is
think I don't
imported.
know.
What's the question? Shipped is what?
Shipped is imported.
No, it's transported.
Transported. Okay.
Yes, usually they go by ship or by
Oh,
plane, but
okay.
this is shipping. Pedro, so you think it's necessary for the Americans to come down to Chile just to buy grapes to sell in the supermarkets? When
No,
when you want to buy something from Alibaba, do you need to go to China to buy them?
no.
You see, so letter A says
Yeah,
this one. American
yes.
supermarket owners must travel to Chile to buy the grapes. So it's not necessary to travel. So is there any other possibility?
Letter B.
Yes, of course.
Uh,
They can buy over the internet or they can buy over the telephone, and then the guy ships them from Chile to America. Okay? It takes
okay.
about a week to arrive there, but that's okay. All right. Pedro, can you read and ask anyone in the class question number 5, please?
Yes. What is the passage mostly about? Letter A. How humans can help the
Humans.
planet by growing food in big industrial farms. B. The importance of shopping at your local farmer market. C. We can help the planet by growing our own food and eating locally and in season. D. The ways in which humans are hurting the
Earth.
with earth with their farming practices. Gislaine.
I think it's letter C.
I
I,
agree. I agree
Okay.
with you.
Yes, it is letter C. Pedro, be careful. Here, you said the importance of chopping. Chopping is another verb. Chopping is this, chopping. We don't say chopping, we say shopping. Chopping means to
Okay.
cut. Chop, 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 chop,
Uh-huh.
chop, chop, chop. When you cut, for example, you're going to make a salad or a vinaigrette sauce, and you need to chop the tomatoes. Chop, 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 chop. Okay? This
Okay.
is chopping. So the other word we say shopping. Gislaine, you again, can you read the number 6 and ask another person in class?
Okay. Read the following sentences. We have replaced the trees and plants with buildings and paved over the forest
Floor.
floor with roads. These activities help us live, but they also create pollution that affects the air we breathe and the water we drink. Luckily, we can reduce the impact our activities have on the planet. What does impact mean as used in the passage? Letter A, an effect. Letter B, a type of food. Letter C, a cause. Letter D, a natural resource. Erica, can you answer, please?
C or A?
Or
We
B,
can
or
or
D,
B or C or
Or
D or E.
or E.
You can reduce the effect.
Are you going to ask for the help of the university students, or you
Now,
don't need?
we can reduce the effect of our
Yeah.
activities.
Yes.
Letter A.
Yes, of
Yes,
course.
I agree.
The impact, the effect. Okay.
Okay.
Erica, can you read the number 7 and ask another person, please?
Okay. Pedro, choose the answer that best completes the sentence below. Humans alter the planet more than any animal. Tarará, we should do our best to lessen our impact and keep the planet healthy. Letter A, especially. B, finally. C, on the other hand. And D, therefore.
Uh, Letter A.
I don't know. What do the other students think?
I
letter
think letter C.
I don't know.
Letter
Eric,
C.
Erica, agree? Regina, agree?
I think the letter A. Humans alter the planet.
A.
I know.
A, because on the other hand is contradiction. Or no, is add.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes?
Contradictory, yes. But A is especially.
Especially, I think no.
Therefore, I
Finalmente.
I
think
don't think so.
therefore,
Letter D.
the D.
By elimination, we concluded it's letter D.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, especially,
Therefore.
especially is when you're going to introduce an example. Okay?
Okay.
For example, all the students in this class are from, just an example, Santa Catarina, especially Regina, that is from Floripa. Okay? Especially.
Mhm.
Okay? Finally is a conclusion. It's not fun. On the other hand, it's a contrasting thing. But this is not the case because we alter the planet more than any other animal. So, therefore, we should do our best to minimize, to lessen the impact and keep the planet healthy. Okay? The correct answer, the best possible answer is therefore. Okay?
Teacher, what
Yes.
is alter?
Alter.
I, yes,
Yes, when you make an alteration.
okay, okay.
Alter. Yes. Sometimes you buy a pair of pants, but then you lose some weight and you need to take the pants to a seamstress to alter the pants for you. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Uh, who was Pedro was answering?
Yes.
Yes.
Pedro, can you ask question number 8 to any person you want, please?
What does eating locally mean? Giving an example of one way to eat locally. Uh,
No, there are
Regina?
no alternatives. Okay, yes.
Eating locally. Here in Florianopolis, um, fish.
Fish,
Yes, I don't remember the name in English.
shrimp,
Ostra.
ostra,
Yeah.
Oyster.
oyster, oyster.
Oyster and shrimp.
Okay, those are local products, yes?
Yes, yes.
And are they cheap or they are expensive?
Teacher, expensive. I I think that is expensive for people. Mainly shrimp,
Shrimp, shrimp.
shrimp.
Yeah, but shrimp is expensive anywhere in the world,
Yes,
Regina.
yes.
Okay? Regina, can you ask question 9 to another person, please?
Erica, please, what are the benefits of growing your own food? List two
Benefits.
benefits from the
Oh,
passage.
again, you are always
Then,
right at the first time. The
yes,
second time, you always make a mistake. Benefits.
benefits. List two benefits from the passage,
So the
please.
food is fresher if you grow your own food. You save money and you help the planet because there is no transportation of the
Okay.
food.
No
Yes,
shipping.
No
yes.
shipping, yes.
Okay. Good. Thank you,
Congratulations.
Eric. Can you ask question number 10 to another person, Erica?
Okay. Gislaine, what might happen to us, our communities, and the planet if we did not eat locally or in season? Support your answer with details from the passage.
I don't remember.
But it's
um,
possible for you to answer.
okay. Um, I think um, the stress, the planet, because
We stress or we damage?
damage
Yes, I think damage is better.
is better. Um, this damage, this
We damage the planet. We probably end up using all the natural resources we have. Okay.
yes,
We'll destroy the forests because we need more places to plant. Understand?
high level use pesticides and
Pesticides.
herbicides,
Okay.
high level
Of
carbon,
chemicals, carbon, carbon
carbon,
emission.
carbon emission
Yes.
is is
Emissão
bad.
de carbono. No, yes. Yes. Okay.
Okay,
A lot of things. All right.
right.
Every time we decided to buy something because, oh, this shrimp is from Santa Catarina, it's very good, but I am in Ubatuba. Why am I going to buy a shrimp from Santa Catarina? Understand? First, it's not fresh. It was frozen.
Yeah.
Teacher,
Like
the food
salmon here.
What,
Sorry,
Gislaine?
and the food that the travel. is is no safe, no safety.
No safe. Yeah, it's not safe. Yes, because as I said, you have the risks of the transport. You have probably to add some chemicals to preserve them for a longer time.
Yeah.
Understand? Or it's impossible to get something fresh that came from a very far place. Impossible.
And at last nutritive,
Less nutrition. Yes.
nutrition, nutrition. Okay.
Okay. Any question about this or no?
No.
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 Okay. If you check at Telegram, I have already placed another. I didn't have time to send by email, but
Mm.
I have already added the Telegram, and I promise tomorrow I'll send everyone a new passage for our
Yeah.
Halloween special. Okay,
Yeah.
tomorrow.
I received
Okay.
it.
Yes, we are
I
going to
received.
talk. Yeah, you receive it. Okay, good.
Yes.
Yes.
Tomorrow I'll send everyone by email just in case. All right.
Okay, teacher.
All right. Thank you,
I
teacher.
hope you have a good evening, and I'll see you tomorrow at the same time. All right. Bye bye
All
now.
right.
Right.
Bye
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 bye.
bye.
See you.
bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
See you later,
Alligator.
alligators.